I don't believe we're doing enough. I think our research indicates that we're not doing enough. And the reason why I believe that is because I think there's still a tactical mindset out there that APTs are the latest type of threat, like spam or like viruses or like web threats. They're not. They cover multiple vectors. They prey upon the vulnerabilities of people, of technologies. They're very sophisticated and they're very persistent, meaning that they're targeted attacks against a particular organization aimed at stealing data. And if that attack takes months, if it takes years, the adversaries are willing to put in that investment and that time commitment. So given this type of threat, I don't think we're doing enough. We have to understand that threat. We have to be better trained. We have to put in the right security controls. We need commitment from corporate executives, and we need legislative oversight. We need to understand that there's some type of cybersecurity legislation that needs to guide people in what they're committed to do, how they can do that, so what resources they have, and what the penalties are for not being compliant. I think that's very important. Advanced persistent threats are real. About half of the people we surveyed believe they're unique, and the other half think they're somewhat unique. They're also very dangerous. 93% of the people that we surveyed were either extremely concerned or concerned about the impact of advanced persistent threats on national interests like the economy and like national security. We also found out that 59% of the organizations we surveyed believed that they had been either attacked by an APT or they thought it was fairly likely that they'd been attacked by an APT. So these things are pervasive, they're very dangerous, and they're changing the threat landscape as we know it. Companies are responding to APTs in a number of ways. About half the time, executives are getting involved and asking security professionals for more information or funding new initiatives around security, but about half the times they're not. Many companies are investing in new training, new processes, or new technologies. About 40% of the companies we surveyed are investing in those types of things. But there are different degrees of investment that they're making. In general, with our research, we found through a segmentation model we created that about 21% of organizations were what we classified as most prepared for APTs, which means that 79% aren't well prepared for APTs. And it's interesting to point out that those most prepared companies are still the ones who are leading in security investment, are the ones where executives are taking a hands-on approach to security. And they're the ones that are the most paranoid. They believe they're vulnerable. They believe that they will face future attacks. So we can learn by that. Companies are doing some things, but they're really not doing enough.